hand. Thrill seekers trapped, the mission to rescue them from a movie world roller coaster. Olympics power broker John Coates backs a Gabba rebuild rethink. A high-speed police chase in a stolen car, every second captured from the air. The cheap new holiday deals to lure visitors back to the flood-ravaged far north. And David Warner reunited with his lost baggy green, leaving the Aussies tickled pink.
Live from Brisbane, 7 News with Samantha Heathwood.
Good evening. Extra troops are on the ground with the Army arriving in the hinterland as Operation Cleanup ramps up on close to 700 Gold Coast streets. It's been a race to clear debris under the threat of more rain following a double whammy of wild weather.
Dimity and Michael Craig were told the news on holidays.
We get this phone call, Mikey, the roof's gone. So what do you mean the roof is gone?
Today they saw it for themselves.
Nothing prepares you for the carnage.
In Pacific Pines, proof of a storm as discriminative as it was destructive, the neighbours still have their ceilings.
The whole roof had peeled off like a giant sardine can, flipped over the power lines, landed on the road and on the neighbour's house.
Only the steel frame is left, adding insult to injury, looters.
It's a bunch of 4 or 5 kids who come through on Boxing Day just to, I don't know, what they've taken.
Room by room, it's a mess.
It's nothing more painful than what you've worked for being taken away in seconds.
A story repeated across the coast and hinterland.
Yeah, that'll be all need replacing. It's going to rot.
For Michelle Hicks, a hard life just got harder.
I've lost so many things in my life and I'm sick of losing my stuff and there's some more. And just another loss and a loss and a loss and a loss.
The little she did have, floods took on New Year's Day at Wolfdean.
Heartbreaking because there's no way out of it.
She watched the waters rise and her caravan fall. Strangers became salvagers, but the caravan Michelle bought with money from collecting cans and bottles can't be her home anymore.
All I wanted out was my dogs, and that's it.
So many are without homes or power. Without electricity, the washing is being done in floodwaters.
The river is smelling. Very bad. Very bad.
On Mount Tambourine, if it's open, it's busy.
We went ahead and had our wedding and it was beautiful. It's still beautiful up here and the lookout is still gorgeous.
Generators are generating business.
We're limited to what we can run. We're only running one freezer, but we've got coffee, that's the main thing.
And clear skies allowing Energex workers to make some headway. 1,000 are in the southeast, 400 around Mount Tambourine.
It's up there with cyclone events that we visited up in North Queensland.
The damage and cost of these dual weather disasters is being compared to Cyclone Oswald, one of the highest impact storms on record, to make landfall. Extra troops have moved into Mount Tambourine and Logan, joining 30 already on the ground as the Gold Coast's Operation Cleanup begins on up to 700 streets.
But we estimate it's going to be 750,000 truckloads of movement to move all these waste.
The state government has paid out 61,000 emergency hardship payments. These are some of the 400 call takers.
They're just like us, go to work in the office and then they've come home and they've lost their roofs or, they're just lost.
Feeling lost as the scale of the rebuild towers over the southeast. And power still remains a big issue here at Mount Tambourine. We're at Gallery Walk, which is a popular tourist spot here. The businesses on the right-hand side of me gained power again today. However, the businesses across the road on the left still remain without it. One restaurant owner telling us that she has been told she may not have power still until at least next Tuesday. That's 2 weeks after that mini tornado ripped right through the hinterland here. In some good news, there were some storms predicted here today, but so far, Sam, all we have seen are some light showers.
That is good news. Rachel Baxter at Tambourine Mountain, thank you. Well, now to Sam Payne. Sam, a huge clean-up is needed for Gold Coast schools too. More than 20 are damaged.
Yes, more than 20 are damaged, Sam, and there's plenty of work being done to prepare them for when gates reopen on January 22nd. Here at Oxenford State School, there are piles of trees covering the front yard. At Helensvale State School, the tornado uprooted trees, crushing the basketball court's fence and caused extensive damage to a building's roof. Similar scenes at Coomera High, all have been identified by the state government to be repaired and ready for term 1.
But school is back in 2 weeks' time. We need to have our transport systems working, we need our schools working, we need kids in uniform with their books being able to go to school day 1.
January 22nd is also Gold Coast Council's target date to have the city cleaned up so that everything can return to normal.
Sam Payne at Oxenford, thank you. We saw more wet weather today. Let's go to Laura Dimmick. Laura, storms didn't reach the coast.
No, they stayed inland, Sam, affecting mainly the Maranoa and Warrego with strong wind gusts, but not much in the way of rain. Here in the southeast, we had scattered showers which swept through in the afternoon. Most places picked up only 1 to 2 millimetres. It was slightly heavier for northern suburbs. Debra got 12, Albany Creek 9 millimetres. Showers are sticking around tomorrow. I'll have the forecast a little later.
Thank you, Laura. Well, more than a dozen thrill seekers on the Gold Coast